Alberta Premier Rachel Notley is calling on the federal government to act immediately and find a solution to an ongoing pipeline battle with BC. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver is joining us now. And Tyler, understand that Premier Notley is set to unveil a new tool today.
Yeah, they want to engage Albertans with the rest of Canada with regards to the entire pipeline debate. This is the step that she's taking as opposed to escalating this ongoing dispute between British Columbia and Alberta. Because the other option on the table is if Ottawa doesn't act to move within the next few days, she says they will consider further steps with regards to this. Because, of course, BC Premier John Horgan said after looking at restricting flows of oil to the West Coast, the province next door to us, they acted immediately. They suspended negotiations for BC electricity and wine sales to Alberta. So we're also already seeing the economic impacts here on BC.
All right. And I guess on the other side of the border, the border to the south of us, you have Donald Trump making waves, calling out Canada by name and threatening new taxes. What is he talking about here?
That's a great question, because it's actually quite unclear when he was speaking to reporters about how Canada has been, quote, not treating us fair in terms of farming and crossing the border. So it's unclear what he means by crossing the border as well as farming. But we do know that in past NAFTA negotiations that the U.S. has been taking aim at Canada's dairy supply management system. So maybe he was talking about dairy farms here. But the other issue is that he brought up the possibility of introducing a quote-unquote reciprocal tax for countries he feels have unfair tariffs on their goods. The only issue is that a U.S. president doesn't introduce these sorts of taxes. That would actually be up to U.S. Congress, which just introduced tax reform back in December. So we'll have to keep an eye out, because we do have NAFTA renegotiations. They will resume later on this month in Mexico. This might just be another one of his negotiating tactics that he's done in the past before ahead of these negotiations.
Yeah, certainly sounds like tough talk. Tyler, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Sanya.